Does anyone else like lava? Liquid hot steaming magma? Because today we're headed to the volcanic region of Galatea 37, I think, whatever this planet is called. And we've got Mr. Riggs, we've got some extra gear loaded up here. Just a quick walkthrough. I've gone ahead and I've made myself some fireproof armor, which gives us a little extra fire resist. I've gotten acid spewers and railguns. I've even gone ahead and made a red rarity chainsaw that we're going to try out, because someone was mentioning that I'm not giving melee weapons a fair shake, so let's play with them a little bit. We've got charged bombs, we got mortars, we got tornadoes and orbital strikes. We are ready to go. We've been very busy sort of building out some of the more boring parts of the base and getting some research done, so we are ready to just jump straight into it. We are looking for titanium. We're going to head to the volcanic area reconnaissance mission. Let's do it. See what we can find. So I did make those pieces of fireproof armor to up our fire resist. I don't know if that will be useful. I've never really done that before. Usually I have much more general armor modifications on Mr. Riggs, but I don't know. I feel like if you're going to be in a fire location, then you might have to, some fire resistance might be useful. We'll see. Alright, what are we looking for out here, Ashley?
Red jump successful. Warning, temperature above safety levels. This area is hotter than we expected. My armor is going to sustain damage from the heat.
We've landed in the middle of an active volcanic area. We expected high temperatures, but not this high. The measurements from the orbital scanner were different. Something's off. We won't survive here for long.
Ashley, I'm detecting multiple temperature anomalies close to our position. It looks like my sensors are broken. The temperature suddenly drops in these areas by hundreds of degrees.
We received some anomalous readings from the orbital scanner. This might be it. We have to investigate that. This growth formation is very peculiar. It's a crystal entwined in very strong vines. It looks like this life form actually cultivates this crystal.
This crystal contains a rare mineral called Ferdinite. It can
Ferdinite.
be used for gravitational field manipulation when combined with a powerful magnetic field. It doesn't exist on Earth.
The magnetic field in this biome is acting completely strange. It is very fitting to see this mineral here. We should definitely research these crystals further. This will allow us to gather more Ferdinite and create new equipment. This is amazing. These plants are unlike anything I've ever seen before. The temperature around them is much below the freezing temperature of water.
Ashley, moving closer to this plant, we can study it from up close and cool off in its aura.
The chemical compounds that are secreted by these plants react with the volcanic gases that are present here. This reaction sucks enormous amounts of energy from the space around it, resulting in very rapid cooling of its surroundings. It's an astonishing survival mechanism.
We can use this effect to our advantage. The space around these plants is safe for us, so we can use it to regenerate while moving around this biome.
We should try to replicate this effect. We have to gather enough samples of this plant to research it in a lab. We can do that by cutting them down or by using the bioscanner.
I would strongly suggest using the bioscanner. It is much more effective at gathering usable samples. And
well, I already did that, guys.
We've gathered enough samples to study these cryoplants in our alien research laboratory.
Let's do this as soon as possible. If we can learn to replicate this effect, then we should be able to move freely around this biome.
All right, so we managed to complete the whole mission while they were talking about it, because I was just running around dropping my my scanning turrets, and the mission that they wanted us to do was scan things. So we scanned enough of them already while they were chatting. And if you've been watching, this giant chainsaw that is like three times the size of my body has been amazing at chopping guys up.
Research completed.
Okay, we've got a couple extra research stuffs done, and lo and behold, we can research cryo stations to keep us cool. And also, we're going to want Ferdinite, since that is the new weapon resource out here. All right, that'll be done in like 18 seconds. No big deal. We'll just wander around here for a little bit before we gotta go. This chainsaw, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, of course, we've got it's a top tier. The red rarity is the extreme rarity, so it had slots for three modifications to it. Sometimes you just find mods randomly around the world. So I have opted for a what is this? Plus acid damage. I have a plus energy damage. Oh no, this guy is hit points gained per hit. So I'm telling it to do every time I hit guys with it to restore some of my hit points, which has seemed to be pretty useful. And you just kind of like hold this. He just kind of holds a chainsaw out in front of him, just kind of waves it around. It looks a little goofy, but it's been undeniably effective. Okay, new mission unlocked. We're going to head straight over to our new mission. We're not messing around. Our bases are built out really nicely. We got a lot of resources coming in these days. Okay, they want us to build radars in the volcanic area to locate a titanium deposit. I can do that. Let's do that. That chainsaw is fun. I wonder if I should do 2 chainsaws. We've had 1 chainsaw. Yes, what about second chainsaw? Pretty sure you could dual wield weapons. Can you dual wield 2 of the same weapon? Oh, now I'm tempted to find out. I think we've got the extra resources. We might check it out. We'll wait we'll see what Ashley and Mr. Riggs have to say. No, I don't want to wait. Let's just do it right away. Chainsaw. Yep, we can still do it. Let's take a bunch of rhodonite and palladium, which we're already getting from our other colonies, so no problem there. Maybe we won't mod it until we see what it does. Oh yeah, we could definitely have a chainsaw on that hand. We could do double chainsaws. Okay, that makes me happy. Double chainsaws.
Wow, the parameters in this area are crazy. It's like a completely different planet. The gravity in this place is acting weird. Something must be causing this.
Ashley, let's focus on finding the titanium deposit. It should be somewhere in this area. We can triangulate its position by building a network of radar stations.
You're right. We can investigate what's causing these anomalies as we move forward. We can place the radar stations in
the chainsaws are great fun.
We can also construct cryo stations of our own. However, they require titanium to be built. We can find small amounts of titanium by harvesting cryo plants.
Building cryostations won't make much sense until we can find a much larger titanium deposit. Let's not waste titanium unless it's necessary. We've finished researching Ferdinite handling. The results are amazing. This mineral will allow us to craft entirely new equipment and weapons of extreme quality. The only problem is that we need to find more of this resource. Mr. Riggs, can you search for large condensations of the entwined Ferdinite crystals using the orbital scanner?
Roger that, Ashley. I have located a potentially Ferdinite-rich location. The rift jump coordinates are marked on the orbital scanner interface.
Look at this object. It's enormous, and it just floats in the air like it doesn't weigh anything.
It is emitting a powerful magnetic field. It is disrupting most of my equipment. We will not be able to construct.
Once again, we're burning through story here because as I'm just sort of wandering around and finding stuff on the map.
On an alien planet. Let's stay away from it. It reminds me of how I lost my home. Okay, we've built the first radar station. It isn't easy to provide enough power in this biome. The atmosphere is very thick, and it's reducing the effectiveness of wind and solar generators.
We will need a few additional radar stations to triangulate the position of the titanium deposit. Try to place them as far from each other as possible. They need to cover a wide area.
Alright, so I'm just running around and I'm putting up the radar like they mentioned. The double chainsaws have been amazing. It's a little rough running into melee range for some things, but in general, the damage that they do, double chainsaws, oh lord, they just they kind of chainsaw through things pretty amazingly.
A new technology has been developed.
New buildings are available for construction.
Okay, so I think we just about have our radars all done for us to work with here. Oh man, the double chainsaw's fun. Whoever recommended more melee weapons, good idea. I gotta look that up. Give you a shout out, cause it's pretty fun. Except for those big guys, which make my melee weapons appear to sort of bounce off of them. Okay. Rum, rum. And of course they make the chainsaw sound, which everybody likes. The old rum rum. Alright. I think we are pretty well set here. I don't think this is going to be a lasting base in this region. I think all we're looking to do is just complete the objective, really.
New blueprints are at Ashley. We've constructed enough radar stations to locate the titanium deposit. I am marking its approximate position on our map.
Excellent. Let's go there and search for it with the geoscanner.
Okay, we got a titanium deposit to go investigate to the west, and we've gotten all kinds of interesting things. Do we have extra tech we need to get here? Yeah, environmental shielding heat, that sounds valuable. Super coolant refinery. I think we'll use that later on. We don't need that right away. And some other stuff here. Cryogenic mines, that sounds fun. Swarm missiles, experimental rocket launcher firing off salvos of miniature rockets. Well, we might as well try that out. Looks like some other upgrades. Magnetic pistons and plasma engines to boost up our cooldowns and our movement speed, or to reduce our building times but increase our movement speed. All kinds of crazy stuff in there. Let's do it. Give me everything. Give me it all. Also, what is this? A cryogenic atomizer. Looks like a cold flamethrower. Oh, a cold thrower. An ice thrower. Something along those lines. Interesting. Let's we gotta bump those to the top of our list here to make sure things get done. Environmental shielding, I think, seems like a high priority. Okay, let those go. Alright, we're headed to search for the titanium. Ooh, it does sting a bit to walk through the lava, in case you were wondering. Even with our extra fireproof armor on us.
A new technology has been developed.
New blueprints are available for crafting.
Okay, we got our environmental shielding heat up. That seems good. Let us through. I'm stuck here. Almost there. Alright, give us the titanium, precious. No, that's carbonium. Find the deposit with the geoscanner and excavate it. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. Riftbreaker. How about this one? Warmer, warmer. Except there's little lava lizards coming. We'll chainsaw them down and excavate.
Has been developed. New blueprints are
We've
available.
got it, but the amount of titanium in this deposit is not impressive to say the least.
It is enough to provide data for the orbital scanner to search for more significant deposits underground.
Okay, let's start the orbital scanning procedure. We have to find more titanium.
Orbital scanning in progress. Searching for traces of titanium within the planet's volcanic zone. This will take some time to complete. Orbital scanning finished.
This will take some time. 2 seconds.
Warning, the volcanoes in that area are very active. Make sure to equip any armor enhancements that we have available before going there.
The data that we've gathered about these strange magnetic rocks is fascinating. Their structure doesn't resemble anything that we've seen so far. They generate a strong electromagnetic field that can distort gravity. This shouldn't be possible.
They are also impervious to all of our standard weapons and equipment. They are practically indestructible.
We can't shatter them, but maybe we could dissolve them. A strong enough acid might do the trick.
We know lots of acids. Okay, mission complete here. So we're gonna
Completed.
research. Good. Anything else to research? Gas extractors, biomass, pretty standard stuff. Don't think there's anything too exciting here. Oh, here we go. Magma power plants. Yes, please. We're gonna want some of those. There's a cryo spewer and a cryogenic atomizer. So I think those are just cold flamethrowers, cold throwers. So I'm not too interested in those. I want to work through this magma. And we need to figure out where we're headed next. What's up next? Ferdinite concentration. That's usually not a super exciting one. That's like crystal farming. I think gather titanium in an area of intense volcanic activity is a little more what we're looking for here. Unknown interference. Oh, because I'm by these weird stones, I think. Yeah, gather some titanium in an unknown area. Oh, so it says when we teleport away, it gives us sort of a rebate of, if you don't have an outpost set up there to be able to go back to it, it gives you a little bit rebate of as if you sold the buildings that you had constructed there while you were around. So that's nice. But I think we're pretty constantly maxed out on our storage of metals and things, because I've been very careful to make sure we've got just a massive income at all times. Boom. All right. Let's see what there is to see out here.
Successful. Warning. Nearby volcanic eruption detected. Watch out for falling debris.
Mr. Riggs, can you track the incoming rocks that pose a threat to your armor?
Affirmative. I have enabled projectile hit prediction and am actively marking estimated collision locations. Evade these markers as soon as you see them. We only have a few seconds to act.
Okay, this mission is going to be intense. We'll have to dodge volcanic bombardment and search for titanium at the same time.
Ashley, the orbital scanner detected titanium deposits hidden underground. If we can gather enough titanium from this area, we should be able to study the geological composition of titanium-rich ores present on this planet. The next logical step will be to establish a permanent titanium mining outpost.
That makes perfect sense. Equip the geoscanner and let's start hunting for treasure.
Okay, so this is not a base building one yet. This is still a
Buildings has been destroyed.
run around and explore stuff kind of map here. Ooh, that's getting me. Didn't have my chainsaw working properly there, and they got a couple bites in. But I gotta say, the chainsaw's working so nicely. Maybe we will go ahead and put some mods on this other one. Extra acid damage could be fun. Energy damage, critical chance, hit points gained. We'll put some extra hit points gained on it, I guess. Can't hurt. I feel like hit point gain makes a lot of sense for, melee weapons, since you're most likely to be losing hit points when you're in the sort of melee range of things. Oh, it's a red point of interest here. That could have some interesting loot in it, but it will be a challenging battle. Let's freaking do it. Let's try out these chainsaws. Oh, here they come. Oh, the chainsaws. We'll just get him in a little... uh-oh, coming from all sides. I was going to say, get him in a little choke point, and we'll just mow him down. Oh, but the chainsaws are doing amazing, though. I got to be careful about the range stuff. It looks like trouble. But the chainsaws are doing a pretty amazing job here. Let's toss the fire tornado out, see what that can do. Hoo boy, there's a lot of guys here. It's orbital strike coming down. So, oh my goodness. This is tricky. It's tricky, there's a lot of them. There's even like big skulls in the minimap, like they're boss fights kind of thing. Chainsaws.
One of our buildings has been destroyed.
Ooh, good lord, good lord. There's a lot of stuff. I might have to switch to guns momentarily here.
Blueprints are available for crafting.
Some of these guys like teleport away if I get too close to them, which make it a little bit tricky to do the old chainsawing. But if I catch them, boy, they're in big trouble. Oh, yes. Die, trash. Okay. I know I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it again. I am sold on the chainsaws. I think part of it is because they're really... we had the good materials to build the really high-tech, extreme rarity versions of them. But, lordy, they're getting some work done. It's a big old chunk of rhodonite here. And then we can check the... We gotta click on this thing for like 15 seconds in order to get it to work, and there's volcanoes flying on us. Bad guys hitting us. Don't kill me. I don't want to Oh my god. I think they got me. They chased me off of it, rather. It's annoying. I gotta click through it all again. Yeah, so these big things, these are the ones that call those giant waves, right? And that was quite a wave. I wouldn't have wanted that coming towards my base, but it's almost easier if you don't have a base to defend, because you can just kind of kite through the mission wherever you want. It is a big dose of rhodonite and some carbonium and things. Not really worth it for that kind of difficult of a fight.
Technology has been developed. New blueprints are available for crafting.
Oh well. Back to titanium prospecting. A little bit of titanium. We still need a couple hundred. The chainsaws are really marvelous against those sort of small chaff units because they seem to have like a really high attack speed, which you would kind of expect from a chainsaw, I suppose. Almost there. Just a little bit more titanium to work with. What are we at? 407 of 588. Not quite what we need, but I guess we're still hunting. Whew. Been trying to get more Spice Wars games together. Not a lot on the Spice Wars front lately. It's been tough to get people to play. But there will be more. There's always more. And in the meantime, we might explore some other directions too. Been playing a fair bit of Company of Heroes in my downtime. Been doing a bit of Mechabellum, all of which I think would be somewhat entertaining for you fine folks. So we might see more of that in our future. But I will finish up this playthrough of Riftbreaker. Not a ton of folks are as interested in it, but some of you. And I'm having a great time. And what really matters is that I'm having a good time, and that's why I do it. I'm not trying to sell you guys things. I'm not trying to, you don't need to like and subscribe if you don't want to, right? We're just here to have a good time. Just here to have a good time. And what we really need is a little more goddamn titanium. 588. There it is. Finally. Mission accomplished.
We gathered enough titanium to be able to study its geological presence patterns on Galatea 37.
Excellent. Let's queue up downloading of the appropriate titanium handling technology and start scanning for a good location for a titanium mining outpost.
We can do that. Let's queue up
Completed.
titanium handling. We also want some magma handling. There's the titanium. To the top of the list with you, titanium. 40 seconds and we'll have some titanium handling done.
Orbital scanning in progress. We should have a good location for a titanium mining outpost soon.
Oh, that was a nice little boost of rhodonite and tanzanite. Just pulling out some loot from the map. I think, judging by how few mods we had to add, we might go ahead and switch over to so there's certain armor equipments that increase mod drop rate. And as we're getting into better gear, attack gear gives lower cooldowns, attack drones, and mod drop rate. That's interesting. Maybe a little bit of extra attack gear.
Crafting completed.
I'm not. What do I think? Is the fireproof armor worth it? Maybe we'll lean into extra heavy attack gear. 4 pieces of attack gear. There we go. So these each reduce the cooldown of my abilities, and they increase the drop rate of mods, and they give me little attack drones that will fly around. Which seems like it might be valuable for this sort of close range fighting that we've been doing.
New blueprints are available for orbital scanning finished. We have located rich titanium deposits in a new planetary location. I have marked the rift jump coordinates on the orbital scanner interface.
Acknowledged, Mr. Riggs. We will finally be able to gather larger amounts of titanium to start producing better equipment and finish the rift station construction. Let's go there to establish a titanium mining outpost as soon as possible.
All right. Now we can finally get on with our outpost building, which is what we're all about. Okay, do we need anything else? Our titanium handling is looking good. I think we just want to burn through. We want to burn through our magma engineering tech as quickly as possible, I think, so that we could use magma power plants for this outpost. Let's go, folks. Let's do it. Finally, get our hands on some titanium. See what there is to see. We've been going through this one pretty quickly. I didn't have any. We didn't have any building to do in our main base. Our main base is looking pretty solid. We might bounce around and build out more defenses and things later on, but it's feeling pretty solid to me.
In close proximity to our location.
Excellent. We've hit the jackpot.
Okay,
Let's
1
look for an
titanium,
easy-to-defend
2
location near one of the
titanium.
titanium deposits to establish an outpost.
Ashley, remember that in this biome, we have to cool the surroundings before placing any buildings. Start by constructing cryostations in the location where you want to build your base.
We could also start building up next to a patch of cryo plants. However, that can be dangerous as these plants may get destroyed during an attack.
Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of scouting around the map as best we can to a lot of baddies. And we've gotten rid of our armor, so we are a bit more vulnerable than we were in the past. But we're a bit more killy too, because we've got attack drones now. The drones that I have flying around me, these 4 little guys, they each do a little bit of DPS as well. So they can also help out killing stuff that might be getting too close. Alright, so we're searching really for titanium deposits, or maybe we're searching really for just a good place to build a base. Boom, boom, boom. There's sort of, this is not enough space. We do like choke points. We like choke points a lot. They will make our life easier, but we also need enough space to build on. There's a big titanium node over here, so maybe we might be getting warmer.
A building has been destroyed.
No, don't worry about the buildings being destroyed. They're not really destroyed. Those are just guys chopping up the various scanners and things that I put down. Okay, I mean, There's like a little bit of titanium up here, but not much in the way of base
Elite
building.
technology has been developed.
Kind of where we spawned in was one of the better spots, actually. Dare we? Yeah, let's do it there. We'll just build in. We'll just build in right where we spawned. I like it because it's got a couple of really close geothermal plants, which will help us. Cryo stations. So these are the things that make it cold. So we'll go ahead and spread some of those out so that this area is nice and chilly. Do they take power? I have no idea. We'll see when one gets up. But the other thing we could do is go straight for some level 3 geothermal, which will be a nice chunk of power. Each of these are 800 power, and they also spit out 200 mud per second in case we needed something with some water out here. That's an interesting thought. Maybe we could build up some sort of farming. How do we? Oh, we did. We were able to blow this thing. Okay, so these crazy crystals that keep us from using our abilities nearby, that Mr. Riggs and Ashley were talking about earlier, we are able to melt those with our acid weapon. Excellent. Okay, power is coming online. We do not need anything to maintain these cold cryo stations, so we can happily just have these anywhere we want in order to make things nice and chilly. I think most bad guys are not going to come through the lava, so we might be able to successfully utilize those choke points. Okay, so we just need to sort of plan our base out here. Okay, here's another one. This glowing crystal sort of takes away my ability to build stuff by it. But if we switch over to our acid tosser, or whatever it is, our corrosion gun, we just spray a whole bunch of acid on it. Clears it right up. When in doubt, acid 'em. Okay, let's get ourselves our outpost online over by our fresh new power plants. And we need to make sure we get our... Saw that. We gotta get our 3rd level of our magma processing up, I think. Because I think it'll be quick and it'll be a really efficient way to get a lot of power. Ooh, 6 minutes? It's not that quick. Hey, we're under attack already. Coming from the south. We can manage that. Well, we're gonna do a double layered wall. Oh, you know what? We need some AI hubs and things because we haven't really gotten to building the base out yet. Make sure we've got power connected to stuff, and we've got all kinds of. Oh, we got baddies already. They came in fast. Just little guys though.
Wind activity is also very low, so wind turbines don't produce much energy. However, I am detecting multiple geothermal vents and rich carbonium deposits. We can place power plants on these resources.
We're practically surrounded by vast amounts of energy that is stored in the magma all around us. It would be possible to utilize magma as a liquid to produce power if we invest in appropriate technology.
Way ahead of you guys.
Let us not forget that we came here to start mining titanium for our Rift station. Remember to place rare elemental mines on the titanium deposits that we found here.
You're right. Let's secure our base and speed up the mining process as soon as possible.
Okay, just get volcanoes dropping lava rocks on us, so that's not ideal, but otherwise we fought off that attack super easy peasy, so that's nice. It would be nice if maybe the lava rock stopped falling on us, but alright. So we just need to set up a perimeter is the plan.
An energy
some
connector has been
walls in defensible
I'm
positions.
not tracking any volcanic bombs in the air. The threat has passed.
The threat has
Now
passed.
we can assess the damage.
Go back and repair everything. Yeah, so step one, we're going to set up a perimeter around the base that we will be able to keep safe. And then once we're safe, we will start expanding our mining operation. Maybe more making sure our power operation is fully online is probably the #1 issue for us here. Where were those cold towers at? Oh, all the way here. Can't even build on this. If it's too hot, I can't even build any buildings at all there. But okay. We do have, assuming they don't cross the lava, we do have some very nice choke points here that ought to be workable for us. Boom. Boom. Okay. Just getting us built out here. Walls, 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 walls. And then I think when it comes to the magma, we just need we pump the magma out into power plants, kind of like we were doing with our gas plants before. We were pumping the gas, except I don't think we need to do a middleman of turning the sludge into flammable gas. Rather, we can just pump the lava straight into power plants and make good use of it. So this is another good spot for really effective power generation. So if it works out well for us, we might also set up synthesizers, which are the buildings that turn power into the carbonium or ironium. But also we could just take any of these deposits and make sure they are just getting mined. Okay, all is well. Let's get we're gonna go ahead and get some radar up. Yes, indeedy, I like that. Radar to help us see around. We've got like 1 billion different kinds of new towers and things to try out. The HCM, a silo housing a massive rocket, but we need to like supply flammable gas to it, which is interesting. Okay, let's take a look at a magma power plant. A level 2 eats, all of them eat 300 magma per second. So we need to be pumping a ton of magma out. So we will switch to our liquid pumps, which I think, yeah, looks like they function just fine, even if you're pumping magma. It's convenient that they make them fireproof. Very handy. All right, so we're gonna go around to all of the magma around our base here, and we're gonna run some interesting pipelines to get it all together. Yeah, so we're just gonna pump all the magma we could find. And then we'll see how much we got. And then from that, once we see how much we can make, we will coming from the north.
Prepare for an incoming attack.
Prepare for an okay. So let's put some northern defenses. Maybe a railgun tower or two.
New buildings are available for construction.
That ought to work for us. We don't need to go too much. Just 5 or 6 of the higher end towers, I think, ought to hold the line. The very end mission battle will probably be a pretty chunky one, but that's not going to come until we complete our get 10,000 titanium kind of part of that quest. So should be a-okay. We'll just put some random stuff in. I don't think we need to be too picky right now. I don't know exactly what kind of baddies we expect, other than obviously we saw the hordes of stuff coming early on. But that's all right. Very manageable. Let's keep building out our liquid pumping situation for now to see how much magma we can come up with. And we'll just let the towers deal with the baddies if we can. It's gonna be a bit of a messy base because we'll have pipelines running all throughout, pipelines of magma. Fortunately, I don't think we could have any sort of magma spills or anything. That's not a concern. Give me all of the magma. I think we ought to have quite a bit to work with. All of these little...
Danger! Enemy creatures are closing in.
Yeah.
Get ready to fight.
All these little tiny lakes around us are giving us a lot of opportunities for pumps. And what each pump is doing, what, 200? Should be plenty good. Oh, I do see some of the turrets we built, though. Don't have power to them. We do need to fix that.
New blueprints are
And here comes some baddies up top. Just turn on the chainsaws and start swinging. Oh boy, we're getting hit. We're getting hit. There's some range units in here. No fair. And then I see more coming from the east. Yeah, easy peasy to clean up with our excellent high-powered turrets that we've got these days. And we'll go ahead and we'll call an orbital strike onto the ranged guys. Glorious. Beautiful. Alright. Anyways, where were we with our magma pumping? Did we finish our magma researching? We did, okay. So we can get level 3 magma energy power plants up. That's what we really want. Each one gives me 1,000 energy for 300 magma. Heat wave's coming. And we are spitting out 2,000 magma currently. Divided by 3 is going to give me, what, about 7 plants?
Solar panels will remain closed for its duration, but wind turbine output is increased.
2, 3. Oh, they take titanium to build, and we are low on the titanium. Okay, so we'll just get those guys set up, and then let's go make sure we've got a couple titanium mines running right off the rip here, so that we can get enough titanium to make more. Oh, we gotta put more cold stuff out here too. We need enough titanium in order to make more magma plants. And we need enough magma plants in order to make more titanium. Such is the way of the world. And then we'll get some rare element mines on the titanium here. Boom, boom, boom. Make sure everybody is set up with some power. Alright. Whoop. Baddies. Did we get him? Did we get him? And we've also got this annoying rock here that will melt with some acid. Okay. Excellent. Back to our rare element mines. I've had a number of people tell me that watching the videos has inspired them to play some Riftbreaker, which is very exciting. I love to hear it. So it makes the whole thing worthwhile. This is
Firestorm is over. Everything is getting back to normal.
a really excellent game. I can't recommend it enough. I'm having a fabulous time just playing it and rambling while I play it. I'm sure you will have a great time with it as well. It's so good. So good. I think what we'll do now, because our power is looking really solid, is we're going to set up an energy pylon, which will let us transfer power wirelessly. It drains a lot more extra power to use, but it'll help keep us, it'll allow us to sort of range a little wider on the map to find the titanium mines and outposts and things, and not have to run a long line of power to them, which is tricky because first you got to cool the land, and then after that you could power it, and then the bad guys are going to come and try and burn it down or chop it down. All kinds of problems with it. So we'll start setting up some forward outposts out here. Very good. All right, we've built our first mine's been completed, and we need to. So our main objective is grabbing 10,000 titanium. So that'll take us a little while, but shouldn't. Base is under attack. Uh-oh. Was there a horde coming? I didn't even hear that. They're all over the base. Oh no, it's these horrible worm creatures. I think these might be a DLC threat or something. They just kind of spawn and they drain the power of your base, and they can slither through things. Buggers. Get back here, you worms. Chop you up with chainsaws. What do you think of that? What do you think of that? All right. Very good. Very good. Some of our lava power is online now. We put up a couple more. Our magma.
Base is under attack.
Now what? Now what? Someone's over here causing trouble. I can't even see what it is. Is it a lack of a cryo station? Did a cryo station get burnt up maybe? Is someone shooting over here? What's happening? Why are you like this? Let's put a couple of defensive towers down maybe to keep an eye on things on this side of the base. Oh yeah, I think we lost a cryo tower and the heat is burning it down. That makes sense to me. All right, anyways, back to setting up our titanium outposts. So like I was showing you, this is the optimal way to do it is using these pylons to get wireless power sent out. The wireless power then lets you build a very compact little base to work with here. Stop attacking my base. I need this coldness up. There it is. Okay. We've got it cold. We get a little wireless pylon up. And now we can put in our rare element mines happily. And we can drain the resources out of the land. And then usually when I've got a forward outpost, I like to toss up just an extra radar by it. And I usually put up a rift portal as well. I don't necessarily build defenses, though you could. But I find just having the rift portal there is usually good enough that it'll allow you to teleport up there if there's big trouble. And if there's big trouble, you just let the outpost fall and come back to it later. There we go. That should get that one going. And you can just come back to it later and rebuild it. It's not such a huge expenditure of resources having these little outposts around, so you don't mind too much if they get blown up by invaders.
The titanium that we need to finish constructing the quantum gate stabilizer for the Rift station. I am detecting increased activity amongst the local fauna.
The attacks against our outposts are increasing in strength and numbers.
We got baddies coming from the south.
Advanced defensive towers to protect our base. This area is very rich in resources, so we can establish additional mining bases if we need to expand our economy.
Warning! An enemy attack is imminent. We should build stronger defenses around our base.
Yep, we got baddies coming from the south. So we'll finish setting this base up here, and then we will go and deal with it. Okay, baddies from the south. So we do want some sort of turrets, probably by this wall hereabouts. What looks good to me? I think a couple railgun towers are always fun. We can also, we've got good power. We could do a couple of laser towers, see what happens there. Maybe just some regular old sentinel towers for a couple of bullets. Maybe a couple of missiles, a little bit of artillery, a couple of repair towers, all the things, everything a growing body needs. Maybe we'll try and reach them in the field, actually, because that would make our life a lot easier, not having to rebuild some of those forward bases. So we'll see if we could just catch them before they get to our base and maybe chainsaw them down. Give them the old red chainsaw. See what they think of that. There are a lot of baddies out here. It's not even the wave yet.
Warning. I'm detecting a massive swarm of creatures heading towards our outpost. We still have some time to prepare. Strengthen our defenses as much as possible. This attack is going to be very strong.
The mining operation must have disturbed a lot of them. We're going to need advanced defense towers to repel these creatures. Also, let's not forget about setting up minefields on the critical paths toward our outpost.
Okay, so I think, just like last time we tried to do this, I think the main attack got canceled. Because that attack that was coming just got canceled because a new proper main attack is coming. How much time do I have? 4 minutes, and they are all coming from the east. Maybe we'll try to head east and set up a forward base. 4 minutes is enough time, I think. I think it would be a lot easier if we had some sort of proper forward base up here to hold off at. There's this crazy place here. This has got titanium in it, so I do want a little outpost up here. Let's do it. This will be a wild little choke point to work with here. Okay. We gotta make sure the energy pylon kicks in. We're so far to the east, so the plan is all of these eastern attacks will come right towards this spot here, and this really tight choke point, because we'll remote some power in, ought to allow us to build a crazy defensive structure here to work with. It's going to be real hard for the baddies to come through, I think. Gotta get rid of this thing with some acid to make so we can build here. Okay, and we gotta really work on getting some defenses up now. Okay, now we need heavy-duty defenses here. Shockwave towers, acid spitter towers, Gatling laser towers. They take a huge amount of energy. Maybe we'll steer away from them because I kind of want to utilize this energy myself later on. We're gonna lean into some extra railgun turrets here. I think flamer turrets are probably not advisable. Rocket towers will be good for us. Laser towers, maybe. Plasma towers. Boy, we've got so many towers. I don't even know what to do. Let's do some acid spitters, just in case there's a horde of stuff. Lots of railguns. I think we certainly want portal bombs. Those are always nice. They're a good long-range deterrent for the baddies. We definitely want a radar up here. We definitely want a teleport up here so we could teleport back if we'd fall. We definitely want repair facilities around to help fix up when stuff goes south. Go ahead and put our mining camp in here as well. Is stuff coming yet? No, not yet. I think it's just our defense is aggroing on some neutral stuff. Okay, artillery, we definitely want a big load of artillery in the middle here. Maybe some artillery in the back as well. What do we got? We got 30 seconds left. What else do I need to build back here? Probably just some like really long range things. I don't know. I feel like maybe we don't have enough defenses up, but we could do attack drones, we could do mine layers. What the hell? Let's put some mine layers out front maybe. Could be fun. Put them out in front of the base so they'll lay the mines way up front. We could do attack drones as well. I don't know if that will be... Yeah, we might as well. We could always just sort of sell them out afterwards, but we'd hate to not have enough.
I estimate a few thousand creatures running at our
They
base.
should be coming.
They are very close. Prepare yourself, Ashley.
We've made all the preparations that we could.
Yeah, they're
Let's
right
go
here.
out and meet them.
So the edge of the map is right here, and even my camera gets stuck going this way. Okay, so I see him starting to come around the other sides.
Base is under attack.
Looks like we're chopping up here. Good. Let's go check out the other sides. Blasting away. Okay, good. Looks like the horde is sort of coming this way. So we've got our acid spewers doing good work. There's some ranged guys coming. I'm going to drop an orbital bombardment on them from distance. Glorious. Big waves coming from that direction. Let's go check back here on the right side real quick. See how this is going. Oh yeah. Can you feel it? I could feel it. Right side looks good. We'll head back to the left side. I think our defenses look like they're holding well. This choke point is just insurmountable for our baddies. So we are gonna just wade out into it with the double chainsaws cooking in front of us. Slicing and dicing. And I do see a lot more mods getting dropped, which is sort of the whole point. We wanted more mods that we could put into our fancy weapons. So yeah, this looks like an easy hold here. Once again we overbuilt our defenses. You never know if you've got enough. If you've underbuilt, you learn right away. If you've overbuilt,
I'm not detecting any large groups of creatures in the vicinity.
better than too much. We've unlocked a cryo spewer.
Nothing is easy in this place. Intense heat, volcanic rock bombardment, walking stone giants, and swarms of fire-breathing snakes. Can it get any harder than this?
We have gathered enough titanium to construct the quantum gate stabilizer.
I mean, really, it went
We
great.
should return to HQ to start the construction process.
This outpost will remain as a permanent base of operations. We can even build up more mines and factories here to boost our economy. All of the resources that are produced here will be automatically transferred to our HQ, as long as the orbital scanner is operational. Long-distance rift travel and transportation are not possible without it.
Alright, just selling off some turrets and things here, which we don't need anymore. How much are we making here? Will it tell me? Because we do need just buckets and buckets of titanium. It's used for a lot of end game tech. I think you need it for the likes of like fusion plants and things like that. I think eat up titanium. Unless I'm crazy, or maybe it's like super cooling, something like that. Some of the really good stuff we're gonna want to play with. We'll just need huge quantities of
A new technology has
titanium
been
to burn through here.
Buildings are available for construction.
So we want to make sure we've got a healthy amount coming in. But we should be good. Maybe I will, maybe I'll just keep building up. Oh, I can't. I'm too close to the edge of the map. Oh, that's annoying. Maybe I'll just keep building up the titanium reserves here. Offline. This was, we got about another hour Riftbreaker here. That's pretty decent. We've chopped up the bad guys with our double-bladed, our dual-wielding chainsaws. Very satisfying. If you have an opportunity to use dual-wielding extreme rarity chainsaws, I do recommend it. Let's see, what's next up on the docket here? Ferdinite concentration's not very exciting. We might do that off stream. Maybe it'll be time. We could go explore the Metallic Valley. What else could we do? Yeah, so the Metallic Valley is one of the DLC options. We could just, I think we could just win the game, because we should have access to all of the rare elements we need to actually build up our stuff to get back to Earth. Let's see. Do you guys want to see Metallic Valley? Do you want to see some of the... I know we want to open... I wanted to do the new DLC, which is like the Fungal Plains, something like that. But I haven't seen like a hook for that yet. We'll have to look around for it. Yeah, we'll see. I'll play around a little bit offline and figure out what's next. And thanks for watching, guys. That was the volcanic area. We've conquered it. We've cut through it with our chainsaws. We've piped the liquid hot magma straight into mega power plants, mega magma power plants. So we're making tons and tons of energy, and then we're gonna take all that energy and turn it into other good stuff. Yeah, should be fun. And then next time we will probably look through our tech to see what else we've built out, maybe equip ourselves with some bigger weapons and go look for trouble. Yeah. Should be fun. Thanks for watching, guys. That's the volcanic area, and I'll see you for the next one.